soon, right?
It's just Yo, think we are live. I think we are live.
Loud and direct.
I don't know if y'all can hear us. Y'all should be able to see us. Well, let us know if you can hear us or see us. We should be live now. Sorry for the
Some technical difficulties.
yeah.
Some technicalities.
Sometimes technology just gets the best of you, man. And you just be like, whoa.
That's what happens.
It just gets you without you knowing. But hey, if you can hear us, let us know. Well, if you can see us, let us know if you can hear us. If you can't see us, let us know somehow. Slide into somebody's DMs and say something. But yeah, technology definitely got the best of us this morning. But we were able to switch some things around, and here we are.
So the
If the volume is low, yeah, if you wanna, or maybe on there too, you could do that. But just tell us in the chat if there's something that's not right or something that's not, doing what it should be doing. Let us know if the volume is better now, or maybe I'll just scream. But yeah, man, it was a lot of stuff going on, but we were able to get things back together and get going. Like I said, just let us know in the chat. Oh, quick things first. So the link kind of changed on us, so we had to do some things to change the link. So if you're watching, go ahead and please, just share that link with somebody. Copy the link, paste it, send it to somebody so they can hop back on. Because we already sent out the previous link, but now we have a new link. So if you're with that new link, just go ahead and share it with somebody so that they can jump in, they can chat with us and whatnot. I see Chief Dejo's in the chat. Go ahead and share the link with people, help us out. We feed off your energy, your vibes, your likes, your shares, your comments, whatnot, all that good stuff. So if you're watching and you want to chat with us, you probably need to sign, you need to sign into Gmail. If you have a Google account, go ahead and do that. Sign into YouTube. On the top right, click that sign in, boom, the chat box will pop down and boom, you can chat with us, ask us questions. So Larry says the volume is fine now. That's good. Other than that, we'll jump into it, man. We're a little behind, but hey, as always, my name is Peter, and I'll let them introduce themselves. Come on, you go.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, I'm Etta.
Hi, I'm Kim.
What's up, y'all? I'm John.
Boom, there you have it. Like I said, please share the link with people so they can hop on and talk to us and chat with us, vibe with us. We have great topics today. Good conversations are definitely going to come up from these, and we have a good panel. Very, very level-headed people.
Yes.
So yeah, we will have a good conversation.
Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it.
We will have a good conversation. But no, like I said, the good conversation is going to come from this. I just want us to remember one thing: like these topics or these situations are actually real life situations. So people actually go through these things. So it's like so, and I believe that. What did you say?
We think.
We think.
I mean, you found them on the internet. Doesn't mean.
I mean, the reason why I would say that it is that way is because when you find something, I don't just find it and just throw it out there. We go through the comments, read what people are saying. No, when I say go to the comments, meaning because the comments literally have stuff like, where did you find it from? Is this real or not? And then people start talking about, no, I know such and such and such and such who have gone through this. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that. I'm not, I know such and such.
People are actually going through these situations.
Yeah, people are actually going through these things. You know what I'm saying? So let's move forward.
Okay, yeah.
That keeps me never
So what
believing
you're saying
it.
is these are not made for TV topics. These are actual real experiences.
Real life, real
People
times,
are
real
able to
people.
relate to. They actually are going through, or they know somebody that's going through it. So.
Right, that part.
Okay,
All
got
right,
it.
let's jump to the first one real quick. I'm going to go ahead and read that out. So here's how that goes. So my husband impregnated his side chick, and she had the baby. He confessed to me because the side chick requested that he sent her and her baby, abroad, just like he does for his wife and his children. Otherwise, she would write him out and tell him, hey, this is what's going on. But the thing is, my husband couldn't get me pregnant. Our kids are not his. So there's a probability that that baby isn't his either. So should I say something? So here's this side chick, trying to fleece the husband and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get some benefits, trying to be like the wife. And the wife is saying, look, man, look. You could have given me, he couldn't get her pregnant. So she's kind of like, there's a possibility that this is not his child that the side chick is saying is his. So she's wondering if she should say something. Of course, she says something that she's going to have to write herself up. So, but I don't know.
Wait,
this is a good icebreaker.
What does she mean by our kids are not his?
Meaning, like, he doesn't know that the kids are not his, right?
He doesn't know, right.
He thinks that the kids he has by his wife are his kids. But she knows that he could not get her pregnant. So if he got this other lady pregnant, then there's a chance that that baby may not be his either.
There's a lot of layers to this.
What's-
Nah. First of all, how long you been married? How old are these kids?
Well, I want to probably give her the benefit of the doubt that she knows what she's saying. I want to say she's probably done paternity test. She knows this baby is not her husband's. I want to say that. For somebody to say this,
We'll say
she's
that.
done her homework, right?
But just because
This is the
someone
first
can't
thing
have a
so-
kid with you does not mean that they can't.
No, that's facts. So
Have
that's why that
children.
word. That's why that word is there. It's possibly, it's a probability that the baby that his side chick is saying is his, not his.
Okay, well, you got bigger issues, lady. The fact that you don't have an honest marriage, you worried about whether the kid is his or not. You see what I'm saying? Like,
So here's the thing. So I feel like in life, right? Some people know what they want and what they don't want. She's probably happy. Her husband gives her money, all that good stuff. So I said that to say, no, I'm serious. Some people know what they want in life. She's content. But the thing is, here's the thing. This kind of woman, what I'm hearing is she's trying to protect her husband's money. Because, no,
how
that's
did
what
you
I'm
gather
hearing.
that from that?
That's what I'm hearing.
Because if he's able to send her and the kids abroad and,
Well,
like,
he can still do that.
So
No.
nobody's gonna tell her husband.
I don't know. I guess I don't
We're gonna leave that
understand.
out there.
That's
The
what I'm
fact
saying.
that this man does not know that none of these kids are his.
I
But
mean,
there's so many layers to this, is what I'm saying.
So let's focus on the layer of the fact that this man does not know.
I'm going to place myself in the woman's shoes, right? And I'm going to just be optimistic and approach this from two different ways. Instead of ratting out herself saying, our kids are not yours because you can't get me pregnant, so there's no way you can get her pregnant. I'll just, advise him to get a paternity test.
Right,
With
which is
with the
common.
lady, yeah.
That's
Get
I
a
think
paternity
what
test.
Peter
Paternity
said
test,
earlier,
make
she's
sure
trying to protect the money.
Right.
Because let him find out he's Xing everybody out.
So if she wants to protect her funds and, keep everything going, then just say, hey, babe, just get a paternity test to be on the safe side. She doesn't have to go into detail. Or, which I was always told growing up, a lie never lives. So I honestly believe that honesty is the best policy. The truth will set you free, and she needs to be honest with her husband.
Yeah. Sure.
How would she like if the same thing were done to her? I mean,
mean,
if tables were turned. I just always feel like honesty is the
this-
best policy.
At that point, you both guys.
We agree that they have issues, right?
Oh, clearly.
Okay. So my thing is, what is, I guess, I don't want to say what's the way to solve the issues, but what's the next step to be taken?
I guess we need to understand what is her end goal, because obviously you both have betrayed each other's trust. He has a side chick. You're saying these kids aren't his.
Mm-hmm.
You both are doing the same thing, or have done the same thing.
He probably knows them kids
So
aren't his. That's why he got the side
if your
chick.
goal is, you see what I'm saying? I don't understand. What is your goal, lady? You know what you've been doing.
Sometimes people don't think like that. Sometimes people are
Maybe
just,
she just doesn't want to be judged. It's harder for.
Well, it's too late now.
I feel like women are more accepting of men when they cheat and mess up versus when a woman mess up. It's like all hell breaks loose. Like it's the end of the world.
This
like
is true.
So
I feel like he has an idea, and that's why he went and got him a side chick.
no.
Yeah, I don't know.
so check this out.
If that was the case, he should just get the paternity
Yeah.
Couple
test.
says,
That sounds like a
Yeah.
lifetime
she
of
says
exactly.
that she thinks that the wife is protecting the husband's ego. You think that?
His ego?
His ego.
No, she's
No.
protecting herself.
She's definitely
cheated.
protecting
She's
herself.
got kids by God knows who now. So, I mean, come on, like, how many kids do they have together?
It's
She
two,
said
I
kids,
think.
so they have
I don't
multiple
know.
kids.
more than
Uh-huh.
one.
This is definitely more than one.
Yeah.
So she has multiple
I don't
kids
get it.
with this man, and he thinks he's the father of these kids, but no, like somebody else is the father. Somebody sitting on the sideline just watching the show.
Again,
Like,
we don't really know that. She's just assuming that he can't get her pregnant.
Well, she said that they're not
Well,
kids.
she said
Because so I'll tell you this. So
She ain't taking
when I saw this tweet, right, I went to the comments. Here's what one tweet said. One tweet definitely said that they've been trying. Well, somebody knows of somebody who. And I don't want to. You know, it sounds like this is actually popular people. I don't know. It was obviously in Nigeria, but somebody said that they had been trying for kids, and he couldn't get her pregnant. Right? All of a sudden, boom, she's pregnant. They're happy. Yada yada yada. Ooh, you got me pregnant. But now she's saying this. He didn't get me pregnant. I know who got me pregnant. But now his side chick is saying that she's pregnant. So she's saying, look, that baby is definitely not his.
what if
But
actually
we don't
is
know
his?
that. Exactly.
Yeah, it could, she don't
Just-
know.
That's
She
what-
knows.
That's not how science
woman
works.
knows.
No, facts. That's facts.
No, that's not facts.
But no, I'm saying what you're saying is
Oh,
facts.
yeah, I'm like-
What you're saying is facts. That's how science works. But there's a probability.
There's
Reasoning
always a
works that way.
probability.
Reasoning works a probability. Come on. There is a probability that the child is not his. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's
It's
a
a
possibility that it's
possibility.
not his, but that doesn't mean that the child
You know
is
what?
not
You know what?
It's right.
Yeah, like,
Let me tell you.
And
Let me tell you
the-
from my experience working in family law. Someone could not be the biological father, but sign the birth certificate. They are the
that's
father.
facts. That's facts. That
So
is
we
facts.
want to get technical.
he's the father.
He's a
If he signed the birth certificate, he's the daddy.
Yo, this is messed up, bro. I feel for
Just
that.
saying. That's how it works.
So are we saying that she needs to come forward and say
Yes.
Yes, that's gonna come out eventually. Like those kids are gonna grow up and not look nothing like him. So
I'm just saying, if you're trying to,
Yeah, I wanna know
if
how
you're
old
trying to
these kids are, how
preserve
many
you,
kids.
you don't have to bring that up. Like Etta said, you can simply say, hey, let's just make sure this is yours,
yeah.
and take a DNA test. That's not unheard of.
No,
that's
no.
common.
But we're saying that on the girlfriend side, right?
That's what I'm saying. As the wife, I can say,
Oh, that's what
let's
you're gonna
make
say,
sure
okay.
this side chick child is yours.
Yours.
People do that every day, all day.
Yeah, it's not
It has
uncommon.
nothing to do with our kids. That's just let me make sure that's your
Okay.
child.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's what you would do?
Yeah, that's like
That's-
what most
that's
people
common.
do. Like I've had a family
So
member
you're not
do
gonna
that.
tell yourself, you're gonna try to tell somebody else?
Yeah, I don't have to tell myself by making sure this chick's
Right?
yours.
You can still protect your funds, like, you know, like if that's what it's all about. She's
We just gonna say that's yours, just
Oh,
like
like-
if you want to protect your family, just say,
I don't
hey,
like how this conversation's going.
John,
not saying-
that's
I'm
that's
just
not
talking about
uncommon.
herself,
Like
that's what I'm saying. That
even if the kids were like even if the kids
were his, you would still
Still
tell
say-
him
yeah.
to take a DNA test.
that's just very like
That's just
common. Like
101.
Yes.
Side chick.
Common
What
sense.
kind of nonsense?
Side chick 101, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I ain't never been a side chick, so I don't know. But I do know that
So are we
most
advising her
wives,
that that's what she should do?
we're saying
Can we advise her to tell the truth?
we want her to tell the
yeah,
truth.
two
No, but on
options.
herself, too.
Yeah, she can tell on
She can
herself,
tell
or
herself.
she can just continue with her
Okay,
life.
so she could tell him to do a DNA test
I think-
first and then come back and tell herself later.
If she would
If she
like.
wants to. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's at her
I just need
discretion.
to understand
It's
her
not about
angle.
if she wants to, it's about what is right in the situation.
But what I'm saying is they both have
Ain't no
betrayed
morals in
the
this
marriage.
situation.
Exactly. So
There
for them
really
both,
isn't.
they can both come to the table and say, I did this, you did this. All right, are we going to move forward or are we not? Because at this point, you can't say nothing to me. You got a side chick and I can't say nothing to you because these kids ain't yours.
That's a very, very.
I mean, or
Grown
if sis was smart, then she would use this opportunity to kind of tell him because he's already done
Right.
his dirt. You know, so it's like, how can you judge me when you're out here cheating too?
So
you know?
Ojoro cancel Ojoro. Cancel.
I'm not saying that, but it's true. Like,
No,
even
yeah.
because coming out the blue, like, these kids aren't yours. It's random.
Yeah.
Right.
She got a
This
little leverage
kinda-
now.
But open the door to, okay, we both
Yo,
doing
do you see
dirt.
Adele last comment?
That's what I'm trying to get to that now.
Go ahead and get to the comments, Peter.
Just that one, and
said
then
Uno
we'll jump to
reverse.
another topic. She basically said, hit it with an Uno reverse. Like, that's literally what y'all saying. Like, you surprised me with a pregnant side chick? I can do better. Guess a surprise. Boom. Our keys aren't yours. No, that was a good icebreaker, just to see where we're at. But no, we're gonna jump. Let's jump into something that will get us to really think, right?
Wait, should she and not, why didn't she just have a conversation with him? Like, she wants kids, obviously. He can't give her the kids. Why not have a conversation, baby? Look, let's do the, what's the,
Yeah.
what's the third?
IVF.
Yeah, let's do that, or let's adopt some kids. Like she didn't have to.
Well,
Well,
I don't want to put myself in their shoes, but I would think that type of situation would take a toll on you in different ways that you'd never expect.
Well, hello, look what
I
you're
mean,
doing.
That's like
this
common
ain't-
nowadays.
this is
A lot of women are doing
You
IVF.
still want
too.
to take a toll with this crap.
No,
Yeah.
of course.
It's like, I don't know.
You know that there's some men out there that are waiting for a window of opportunity. Like, oh, you have a problem? Let me help you.
Of course.
It's
All the time.
you know, but yeah,
That's wild.
it's unfortunate. But,
That's crazy.
but let's do this. The next topic kind of ties to this. So it'll probably the third one on the thing. Jump into that one because it's kind of on the
You can't have
babies. The third one. So it's this one goes like this. So yeah. So this woman was having hold on. Okay, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died recently. Right?
That's not.
Let's
No,
talk about
that is crazy. I saw that.
Right.
That's
So,
crazy.
the woman that was having an affair with my husband died recently. I found out 2 days after her funeral. She was pregnant, and he didn't know if it was his or her husband's. He's very emotional. He's emotionally disturbed, and he even quit his job. I really can't be supportive when he wakes up at 3 a.m. crying and trembling. Yet I don't have the heart to actually yell at him and shout at him and whatnot, because that's really what she wants to do, right? He says she is dead, so I shouldn't feel jealous or
God.
hurt. He wants me to be understanding of his feelings.
Okay.
So he could go cry and marinate somewhere else. Cause I'm not here to support.
This is the husband and dad.
This is husband and wife. His side
No.
chick died,
Side chick dies.
and the
Okay.
wife is like, I can't support you crying at 3 a.m. He quit his job. He's emotionally disturbed, and you want me to be here holding you and consoling you. while
This
you cry with
giving
your side
Ghost
chick.
and Angela.
No, we can separate and you go through your grieving period. I think
Separate and go
And then
Yeah.
come back
you-
together.
possibly. I don't know, but I'm not here for it.
So it was a lot to put into to cut down to one post like this, but then there's another part where she says she's actually trying to get him to go to counseling, marriage counseling, but he's not in the right emotional state of mind to go.
Correct. So let him grieve her. Okay.
Let's break it down into two. So 2 things. Obviously he cheated.
Right.
Obviously he has a side. He could
And this
have
wasn't
made
a regular
this-
side chick. Like he really cared about.
No,
her.
no.
It's- have y'all ever
because
seen
you can
Power?
tell.
Huh?
Have you ever seen Power?
But
It's like Ghost and Angela.
But
But
those
he didn't like
Angela
his
died.
wife. He didn't
Yeah.
like his
And like-
wife.
But
though.
Angela ain't have no kid now. See, like,
Yeah, Angela wasn't
like
pregnant.
so this guy's like, damn, I
And
could
he
have had a
wasn't liking
baby.
his wife either. What was
Yeah.
it?
Tasha.
Tasha.
Oh, Tasha. So I mean, but I
She
guess,
was
I guess
gonna
the
hurt her
main,
anyway.
Yeah.
They're like the first topic.
Okay.
so I guess if we were to break it down, I guess the 2 things. The first one, should she even stay with him?
I mean, we can't address that right now because he's not in a position to even process.
Well,
if
I
he wants to
mean,
stay.
women could be in a position to be like, look, I'm done, I'm out.
Right.
And
Well,
that's what I'm saying. So should she
No, I'm
even?
saying people cheat all the time. And they're
Right.
able to work through it. He's not in a position to work through it. So I can't really give him that ultimatum right now. I can take myself out the equation. You do your work, you process your grief, and maybe we can come back
Wait, so
and
what-
see what we
What would be
Maybe.
the ultimatum then?
I don't have to give him an ultimatum.
Oh.
So you still gonna stick beside him?
I'm saying we can separate while you go through this. And I'm not gonna say we're done right now,
Okay.
is what I'm saying, because this is not normal cheating circumstances.
But it kind of is though, because he
No.
was cheating for a while before she died, right? And then come to find out, she was actually pregnant. You don't know if it's yours or not.
I know, but what I'm saying is people cheat and they try to work through it, right?
Right.
And-
So how are you feeling? Like, see, some type of person, somebody's trying to corner me emotionally. I'm not fucking with it. Like, if that makes sense. Like, he's literally trying to, I guess, put her in a bad corner, trying to use his emotions to mask what's really going on.
No, I think he's
No, I think
genuinely
He's
going
genuinely
through
hurt,
something. He's
yeah.
genuinely hurt. He's genuinely not in a position to work. I can't work on us and grieve my lady and grieve the baby. That's a lot.
No, I'm hearing you, but I want to say
Men are
his wife's feelings should come first, no?
Technically, yes, but he's not in a position to do that.
Yes, he is.
No,
No, he's not. His side chick just died, John.
So who's this?
So the reality is he cannot. That's it.
He cannot.
He
because
cannot
He's grieving.
because he's grieving.
So how long should we give him to grieve?
I don't know. I can say I'm going elsewhere. We're going to separate, and I can say I'll give you 2 months. I'll give you 60 days. I don't know, but what I'm saying is, you don't get to monopolize me in this home while you're crying 3 a.m.
Right.
You don't get
Which
to do that.
I totally agree with. For me, the fact that he's grieving the way he's grieving,
Like he
shows
really
that,
loved her.
He really, really loved her.
And that's-
So, for his wife, I don't care what kind of grieving or situation he's in. Like he's
You're
obviously
saying we're
broke
done?
the trust. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he broke
Like
the
he's broke
trust.
the trust. So it's like, for any woman out there that's like, you know what, there's a chance that y'all can still work it through. Like I want to know what you have to say. Like what is it that's making you feel like you can actually work through that? How would you work through that situation?
Because we're human.
So I'm thinking,
I can tell you how I'm
so
gonna
what
work
you're
through it.
personally saying is you want to give him the opportunity to come to the table and clear the air or something like that. But my
Correct.
thing is, again, as humans, maybe you're the forgiving kind or whatnot, but you're saying if you were in that situation, you give him 2 months to get his shit together. Or you don't have
I don't
a number.
know.
Right,
I
right,
don't
you
have a
a
date or number.
Right. But I guess what I'm saying is, I'm trying to understand why you're not necessarily saying, you know what, I'm
I'm
out.
done?
Yeah. If that makes sense.
Because she loves her husband.
But you just found out he probably even loves somebody else.
We're
more
all
than you,
human.
because
I don't
We
know
make
who loves him more
mistakes.
than
You
me.
can-
He
yeah.
cried like a baby while in 3
Well,
a.m.
that's
What you think
normal
happened?
human emotions.
Okay, two
like-
things. Well, no, that's normal human emotion. I get that, but at the same time too.
I mean, would you rather him just like express it and be like, this is what I'm going through, you know, my side chick died, like it's really affected me? Or would you rather him just
Listen,
walk
okay, check this
around moaning and pouting and not want to have sex with you and you're like, what's going
I'm gonna
on?
put myself-
Like, why?
I'm gonna
Like,
put myself
I'd
in
rather
the-
know.
I'm gonna put myself in the shoes of the woman.
Right.
I'm put myself in the shoes of the woman. Here you are, all of a sudden you're hearing boom, somebody died. She actually thought that this was somebody that her husband worked with. She thought it was just a co-worker. So somebody dies, boom, go to the funeral. 2 days after the funeral, that's when he tells you that was his side chick. 2 days after. Right? If that's making sense. Let's go, let's accordingly move forward.
Someone said they can continue the relationship in the afterlife.
I don't know. I'm just.
Because here's what I'm saying, if I put myself in her shoes, bye-bye. That's what we're doing. Because it's crazy. She didn't know nothing. You finally hear somebody dies, and then you actually go to the funeral. And 2 days after the funeral is when he tells you, okay, this is who this person was. And then here he is bawling out crying at night.
If she didn't die, people stay every day, all day. It's just the fact that she died and he's crying.
At least you don't have to
You know what I
worry
mean?
about her no more.
That's true.
So,
But you know what I'm saying?
It's
Is
all
it the
one
fact that
side.
because she died, people cheat all the time and try to work
Hey,
through it
look,
in a
hold
marriage?
on. These aren't black people because black men don't cheat, liars still. So let's not even.
Yeah. And pigs are falling from the sky right now.
I'm just saying. Is it because the lady died and his response emotionally is so off-putting?
I mean, me personally, if I were going through this, and you know, things could change. I've never gone through this, but you know, I'd be there for him.
Oh, I
You
ain't
know,
gonna be there for you.
Like I put myself in his shoes, you know, like this.
You're gonna be
I step outside of the fact that this is his side chick. I'm just gonna look at it like someone passed away who he was close to, you know, like, and just that's
Have a
just a
connection
natural
with.
part of grieving, like
Right.
you know.
Well, you know
Which
what,
is
y'all,
why I-
y'all
And
are
then-
really awesome.
No.
If this was me,
But then-
if I was the guy, I would not expect my wife to be there.
Wait, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna be there for you while you grieve, and I'm still gonna, you know, take care of me outside. So
But that's what I'm saying. We're gonna separate
You know,
and allow you to grieve.
a balance.
And then I think maybe we can reconvene at some
Exactly, because I'm hurting too, you know. So
Yeah,
I need a way to
okay.
grieve too.
What I'm hearing is, so if you're reconvening, are you reconvening to actually work this out, or you just want to get closer on it? Because I don't know what people
don't
may
know.
do it. You want to stay with him after that? No,
I don't know. The point is, I don't want to make
A
a decision right now in this moment.
Okay.
I'm very optimistic.
Well, what do
I'm
you
gonna go out on a
want
limb and
if-
say I'm gonna stick beside
What
him.
would you do if
Mhm.
he wasn't grieving? Let's say the
No,
side chick
that's
didn't pass.
what I'm saying. Just
So if the
decide-
side chick didn't pass,
I
what's in
think
that kind
people
of
need to
situation?
understand marriage is different than
You're right. Let me
Boyfriend
read this
and girlfriend
comment. I want to read
relationship.
this comment
Right.
for you, and maybe that's where you're leaning more toward. D says, give him time to mourn the mistress, and then go to a grief therapist. In the meantime, start drafting separation divorce papers. I mean,
That's real.
are you no because
That's real.
I know you want to come. That's why I asked you that question. You want to come back and reconvene to get
But
closure.
Kim said she wants to stay.
No,
No,
that's what
I said I don't know.
she doesn't know, you know. But that's what I'm saying. So, are you coming back to get closure,
I don't
or
know.
just an explanation,
I-
and then you'll decide what you want to do?
I get the opportunity to decide when I get the opportunity to decide.
Okay.
I don't have to give you an answer right now.
No, that's respectable.
I mean, yeah.
But we need space. This
Yeah.
is a lot.
We definitely have to have a conversation
It's a
like
lot.
after you're done grieving. Like, can you
Right.
still love me the same? Like, is this something that you think that you'll, be able to get over?
And I-
Because if you can't love me past all of this, then we're just gonna separate. But
But I'm not gonna be here. Yes, okay.
Massage her.
How you feeling today?
I'm not good.
I ain't doing all that. You said
I'm not happy. I miss you so much.
I
But-
ain't doing all that.
But let me run through this
I
comment
miss you
real
so
quick.
much.
So somebody says plenty of wives have side dues that their husbands don't have a clue. That is
Correct.
correct.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the first topic, the one that.
Right. D says he had the mouth to say, "Why are you jealous? She's dead." Just imagine. She should help him join the side chick in the grave so they can continue together. Let's see. Men tend to get caught more than women. Oh yeah. Chick says his child died and someone he had a relationship with died. It's impossible to not have grief about that.
Right.
We don't know if this is a
I mean,
But
it's
here's,
a
but here's what she
possibility.
says. She says, "I'm just not going to be the one to help you through that."
I agree. That's why I'm saying I'm not inhumane.
And let me
If
ask-
the possibility of that being your child, that's something
Right.
that you genuinely will feel.
I have a question for you though.
How
So,
did she die?
how long are you giving
Her
that
other-
person to
no.
grieve? If you and how long are you letting this person?
I don't know. I would have to do my own work separate from him too. But I would need to go to counseling and see how I want to move forward, etc., and then I can say, "Hey,
you can get the
whatever."
same kind of counseling he got. Get your side man.
Let's be real, but
But I don't know.
I know it's a different thing to just have this conversation like that. But being in that moment, you could probably kill him looking at you.
Wait,
I always tell my husband, there's nothing I would kill you for. I love
Okay.
my
No,
life.
but
I love my
you're right.
life more.
Okay.
So me
You're right,
killing
you're right,
you
you're right,
does
you're right,
nothing
you're
for me.
right. You're right.
You're dead, then I go to jail. Now what?
Or you get out of jail.
But I'm like, so I'm not gonna kill him.
Let's go through some more topics. Let's see.
Yeah.
Not to
That's a lot
say,
of boys out there.
when we watch
Yeah.
viral videos of women stabbing their partner, burning their cars, and so on, we wonder why that kind of situation is understandable.
it's giving waiting to exhale.
Yeah. G-Dell says divorce is the best solution.
I
Okay,
ain't seen
Gino.
her in a long time.
Yeah.
Chicken says, I can guarantee you I would die before I
What
She said, I can guarantee you I would die before I support you in your grief for your dead mistress. I will give you space to grieve, and that's where my empathy ends.
Yeah, I'll give you. That's what I'm saying. I think give him his space to do that. But I'm not gonna sit here and hold your hand through the process.
So, and somebody says, what if he's a billionaire and you signed a prenup?
Well, most prenups have contingencies regarding cheating, etc. So you definitely are going to get paid.
That's around the table. So, what would you do if God forbid you were in that situation? First things, like what? Because no, we're all gonna answer. Because I'm looking at it like we can all sit here and talk, and we're not in a situation and whatnot.
Nobody knows what they do.
Nobody knows what they would do.
Nobody knows.
I know what I would expect.
Yeah,
Nobody
I can
knows
say
what
what I'm
they're
gonna do
gonna do.
right now,
Nobody
but I may
knows.
approach the situation a little differently.
Like, I don't expect my wife to be there for me in that kind of situation. Like, if I was to do something like that.
I definitely wouldn't expect
Right.
my husband.
Yeah.
I just might as well go ahead and kill myself, 'cause-
Like, I actually would be extremely scared if she's like, oh, baby, I'll be there for you.
Right.
I'm scared as hell, like,
What?
what is this?
I mean, honestly,
really going on?
how I look at it, like, if I'm ever married or get to that point of marrying someone, like, 10 times out of 10, it's going to be someone who I truly love and am in love with, and this is, who I want to be with. I'm very particular. Like, I don't know. So if we're married, this happens, like, I don't know, like, I'm very optimistic, like, naturally, so I'm gonna, like, be
Hope
there
we can
for
work
you.
through
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I'll help him work through it, and then we can just sit down and be honest, and, you know, it's like, are you gonna be able to love me the same after this, or, you know, like, how are you feeling, what space are you in, like, I just need to know for me, like, moving on, you know, that's how I am, like,
Yeah, I
he's
think-
already hurting enough, his side chick died, so I'm not gonna add to it.
Are y'all gonna be low-key happy that she died?
I told you, you won't have to worry about
No, are you
that
gonna be
anymore.
happy
I'm
though?
gonna be happy that the lady died.
No, I'm never
like,
happy
this
for
is no longer
anybody's
in his
dead.
life.
No, because he can get another one.
Are you sure?
Or he can just continue to, like,
Obsess over her,
Her,
dead
yeah.
spirit.
So all the more reason why you should leave.
I don't know.
it just depends, like, how he
a
recover
lot.
from it, how we move forward with it.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like,
yeah.
there's a lot of
Oh.
unknowns.
He's a very, very,
Yo, Chica says she's gonna ask him to go cry in the guest room, and she'll turn the TV up to drown him out.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm not sitting there while you crying and carrying on and moping around the house.
I'm gonna be out with my other side dude, so, yeah.
I'm not doing all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how
Okay.
that works.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you space to breathe.
All right, let's go to the next topic. Hey, continue to drop your comments and let us know what y'all think about these. This one might, might strike some nerves, but we're gonna talk about it. And this is a conversation that I believe that it has always been had. Like people have these conversations once in a while, because we have to have those conversations, right? Everybody knows when I first saw her, I used to call her Adele, but her name is Adele, right? Adele.
Oh, the singer.
But yeah,
Oh,
that one.
rolling in the
Right. So yeah,
She's with a black man now, by the way.
she's in the black man.
Yeah, she is.
Interesting.
What's up?
Interesting.
New
So-
body, new man.
Oh,
I
see,
called
What?
What?
that song.
Never will find someone like you.
I was calling you.
I don't,
You know that song? Sorry.
yeah, no.
Oh my God. Someone like you. That's a popular song, right?
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah,
that song?
Someone
Yeah.
like you.
No, it's like
You call you, okay. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
It's okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna look it up. I don't know what you're
Okay, let's talk about Adele.
It's big, it was a big
As we
song.
all know, she used to be, I don't want to call her fat, but she used to be big, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Call it what
but
it is.
she started losing weight, right? And then,
Did she was losing weight?
no, she
She
started,
lost weight.
she literally went off the grid for a bit and it came out, boom, she lost almost all the weight that she had. She lost a good amount of weight.
She's quite
And then
slim.
he's going to put that up and you'll probably see what she looks like now. But here's the thing, I ran into a couple of tweets that people were tweeting. And let's see if I can read maybe a few.
Hello, it's me.
Somebody says,
Hello.
Adele's return is framed around her weight loss. It basically saying that it reinforces that no matter how talented you are, your social capital will always be greater if you are thinner.
Wait, what?
If you're thinner.
Your
If you're
social
slim, if you're
capital.
slim. Your social capital will always be greater if you are, you're more pleasing to the eye of the audience, you look
Oh, wow.
good, you get a little bit of, all that stuff. But anyway, people don't care about her outfits, makeup, etc. in ways that they didn't before. Her celebrity is magnified. And then, they go back and forth. And then there's this one person who says that's nonsense. Did Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B have to lose weight to gain attention? It's normal for body to have frenzy towards sexiness, including women. She's glowed better recently, and there's nothing wrong with that. I guess the conversation here is two things. So when I read this, I kind of resonated with what the first two tweets said. Like, in this industry, you're a lot better if you're showing a little bit of sexiness, body, ass, all that stuff. Am I tripping?
That's what we like.
I mean, that's from the beginning of time.
Yeah,
You said that's from the beginning of time?
that's like always been like the way of life. Like I don't
Wait,
know.
say it again?
I said that's since the beginning of time.
What?
Sex sells. That's just
Oh, yeah.
what it is. Your appearance is what people look at first. Then they get to know you. Then they put stock in you. They don't say, "Oh, she has a great personality." No, they say, "Oh, she got some great tits."
But the thing about it is though,
You know what I'm saying? That's what they lead with.
You're right. But the thing about it is, if you go to talk about Adele, for example, when she first came out with that song, she did well.
She did well. No, I agree.
Yeah.
So,
But I think we can't negate that industry as a whole. That's what it's centered around.
So,
Sex appeal, your
are they
appearance.
through the comments? Are they saying that she's getting more attention now that she's lost weight?
right.
I
Yeah.
don't think
That's
so.
basically what it is.
But
I
you're
don't
right.
think
When
so.
she first came out, everybody talked about it though. Nobody did not.
No,
That's
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna
She's
say this.
getting
When
more
she first
attention
came out,
because it's such a drastic
Big change. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's,
I'm like,
just
it's such a drastic
change. You know, if she cut all her hair off, she'd still be getting more attention. It's a drastic
Right.
change. So
when she first came
it
out,
just happened to be weight
the
loss.
song was in everything, but there was still conversation about, oh, she's big, right?
Were they? I never heard them.
Oh yeah, there were. It was there. It was then, but I guess maybe it wasn't put out there in the
As-
media like that. It
as
wasn't as
much.
much. But now that she's
It's
lost
not
this
as much
weight-
as like Lizzo.
I mean,
Like-
Lizzo still gets all the attention, big and all.
There
No,
are
I mean
a lot
Lizzo
of-
makes that the center of a lot of her conversations, whereas
Yeah.
Adele, when she was bigger, she didn't.
Wait, you said Lizzo makes it.
She
Lizzo makes her
Wow.
size be like the
So-
center
so
of
She
I think
everything.
accepts it and
of it
capitalizes
because
on it.
I could think of plenty of artists that are big and
Like DJ Khaled, like
they never. Well, I mean, but he talked about. I'm talking like before that, even like so. Let's say you're Aretha Franklin. Or something, like I'm talking about the old artists. They never talked about that.
Exactly.
So
No.
since when did it become like?
That's what
And
a
then
leading
I would
thing.
like to think it didn't affect their careers. They have very, very successful careers. Like
Right.
people know them for their songs, for their artistry, for their mentorship to other young females. Like,
I
so
personally feel like there's because like we said, the music is still good, it still sells, they don't
Yeah.
know. But I don't know if it's like there's a group of people out there who just want to see you and just be like, find something wrong and
Of course
then
there
make
is.
it a thing. Because she still sells music, everything still goes well. I like the comparison. So I hate to say this because I see what they're saying, but then again, I kind of want to unsee it. If that makes, because I see what they're saying because now she's being talked about. They're saying she looks
But it's
such and such. She looks better. She looks good. Yada yada yada.
I mean, she
She
looks
looks
good.
good,
Just 'cause she
like-
looks good, but
Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, let's do this. So
I have no problem. with it.
Adele, Beyonce. Is there a difference or no? Let's go.
what are you saying?
Difference in
What do you
So-
mean?
Forget. Let's not talk about race.
I
Let's
think-
talk about their music
I think
and
people-
their outlook, how they look
people,
to the eye.
people, before we even go to that, like people always want something to talk about. So anything new, like you said, if she had a different haircut. I think you said
She
that
cut
earlier.
all her hair off.
People
She's-
will talk about it. Like
Yeah.
this, as long as it's something fresh to talk about, then people are always going to talk about. I
Yeah.
don't think it means that this person's getting more attention now because they made a change. Nah, anything they do, they're going to get attention.
Yeah.
If Adele walked outside butt naked, she was going to get
Right.
attention.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is.
I mean,
So-
I think
and then if you go back to Beyonce, there was a time when Beyonce was getting a little heavy, and then she lost the weight. Like, people should be able to do what they want to
Right,
do
do
to
what
make
they
them
want.
feel good and feel better about themselves, whatever. Like, she's allowed to do that.
I agree.
Now, and the attention is going to come with that. And, like, her PR team should probably have expected it, and I wouldn't
Right.
be surprised if they actually
kind of
played on
fueled
that.
a little bit
Yeah.
of
So,
it.
I mean, that's just.
I think whatever you focus on is gonna be
Right.
the thing. For example, Megan and dropping it, and Megan needs. Megan, everybody says it. If she wasn't dropping it so much,
I wish she would drop it less so we can actually focus on her
and
artistry.
me too. That wouldn't be the focus. You see what I'm saying?
Wait, what? I can focus on both. Like,
I'm just like she drops in every song, every
Yeah, I'm
situation.
tired.
It's
That's
okay.
her,
We get it.
that's her brand. That's her thing.
That's her
you know?
thing.
That's what's selling for her.
yeah.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So whatever you put highlights
Whatever you
on,
put out there,
that's
right.
what's gonna be the thing that people
Yeah.
make note of most.
Right.
Just like Lizzo, she makes it a point to say I'm big and fabulous, but do you wholeheartedly feel fabulous because you was crying?
Yeah, at a point she got those
Yeah.
comments got to her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, her going to the basketball game, behind out.
And that's my thing is whether you size 2, 20, or 8, I don't want to see your butt cheeks out. So it has nothing to do with Lizzo being super,
Right.
being her size. It's just, I don't think it's appropriate for your butt cheeks to be out at a basketball game.
What game was this? I don't know.
It was a Lakers game.
back.
Yeah, so it had nothing to do with her
She was
size.
performing?
No,
No,
she
she
just
was
went
in
to
the
No,
audience.
she was
Yes.
just sitting in the audience.
Oh,
It was like I think it was like a shirt dress and like her
her butt cheeks were hanging
cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like purposely like out.
Out.
It was like an opening in the back for her,
Made for
behind
her
to be out.
cheeks.
Yeah.
All right, so let me throw this question. So you said sex sells. We know there's a handful of artists, female artists, who like to perform. You know, they'll show a little bit of something.
Yeah.
So does that help or not?
Yeah.
Does it?
Because obviously we can't get into their heads to see why they're doing it or whatever. Some people say they feel comfortable, whatever. But as an audience, is it more pleasant to your eye to see something like that and be like, oh, I want to watch
not
this?
necessarily.
You see what I'm saying? So 'cause
Not
I
for
mean,
me, yeah. Like I mean I can watch both, you know, but I just feel like, you know, maybe it's a little bit more entertaining. Gives the people something to talk about, you know?
I mean, and that's what's gonna get.
But
I think
sometimes
doing these
things go a little, like now there is like there's no limit. Everything's just,
It's a new day and age.
and I'm like, okay. I mean, I know I'm not old, but some of this stuff, I'll be like, are you kidding me?
Let's run through this comments real quick. Jada says Adele looks great. However, she didn't bun it up naturally. She lost weight with money and a trainer, real talk. The music industry, now let's focus on the second part of the statement. The music industry for female artists, body-wise, it's got to be perfect. I think I agree with that last statement.
Body-wise,
For women in the
Oh, yeah.
it's got to be perfect.
There's an
Right.
expectation that,
Yeah.
your body's, I mean, how she lost it, I don't think it's significant.
Mm-hmm.
If you have access to resources, money, surgery, trainers, chefs, that's fine. Do you, whatever.
Dude, yeah, that's how I feel. Like, do whatever makes you feel
I don't
happy.
think it has
Like,
to be perfect body-wise.
Yeah.
I don't think I agree with that because, like, if you think about it, entertainers, like, it's what they do is like a sport. So they do have to be in shape. They're on stage performing every night, especially when they have a tour, right? So, I mean, if you really talk about like taking care of yourself as an artist, not saying that you have to be